you doing? I hope you're doing pretty well. The moon is currently in Virgo, so I chose to do you guys first today. Out of my zodiacs, I already did in all signs, but out of the zodiacs, I should clarify there. But every time I tried to do like the Earth sign readings, I kept feeling pulled back to the all signs. So, that's why, technically you're number 2, but you're like number 1 of the zodiacs tonight. But anyway, enough of my rambling. Let's see. What is Virgo's energy tonight? And for the foreseeable future. Right? That's what we're looking at, the foreseeable. We have air element, right? You could have air in your chart, right? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or, there could be a cross watcher from another sign or whatever. This could also be the energy of being in your head, right? Focusing on your personal philosophy or discernment, tapping into your empathy, like really reading between the lines on things. Very interesting. So, all up in your head. My favorite place to be. So, so let's see how it's treating you to be all up in your head. So, we have the Strength card, right? Leo energy showing up. It's funny because the last reading started with, and I used another deck. I used this deck. But the last reading showed up with the Strength and the Sun cards, but the Strength card was in reverse. So I just find it interesting that there's more of this Leo energy popping up. Could be a Leo cross watcher, or have that in your chart. With the Four of Cups here, this represents, like, see the mountains in the background, right? This is all that he had to overcome, right? And he's finally, like, resting in front of this tree. And he has his, like, 3 cups around him, and there's this one over here that he's just, like, refusing, right? The Four of Cups represents, like, something that is being rejected, or, it's like saying, like, you've come through so much, with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, it's like not willing to lose anymore, right? All right, let's get some clarifiers on this, right? Because it requires a lot of strength to make this decision to reject something that will that ultimately you feel would bring you a sense of lack or loss. Four of Cups. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Or perhaps you're rejecting something because you don't want to lose something. You don't want to be in a state of lack. Here, give me that Five of Pentacles in reverse. I'm seeing it with the Four of Cups here, right? And then now the Ace of Wands, right? See, like, this passionate new beginning is, like, kind of fueling the energy of, like, why you're rejecting it, right? This is the clarifier for the Four of Cups for why you're not open to something that you perhaps either once were open to, or you're, like, or perhaps you're setting boundaries, right? Because you're, like, in an energy of wanting to, like, have a passionate new beginning. You want boundaries. You want to know, like, life is how you chose it, not life is how you got it. Yeah, Five of Swords. This is the energy of, like, kind of being taken off guard, right? Or, like, taken by surprise. It's this energy of, like this guy is, like, grabbing all the swords while the enemy army is, like, turned away, not paying attention. And so that really represents, like, kind of disarming the enemy, or, like, being taken off guard, right? Because he's taking them off guard because he's about to attack them, and they're not gonna have any weapons, right? So, I feel like it's kind of defensive energy too. It's like, if you don't accept something, right, then it's like you're kind of disarming them. You're taking their power away from you, right? The power to hurt you, or the power to take from you anymore. With the Five of Pentacles in reverse, it's like you don't want to feel that same loss or lack or sadness or emptiness that you felt before, right? So with the Ace of Wands, what is this passionate new beginning? Six of Cups. This could be a passionate new beginning with somebody from your past, right? It's kind of funny though, because I see you're rejecting somebody here, but you might. With the Nine of Wands in reverse, I see you letting your guard down here, right? The Six of Cups, I see this energy of, like, entertaining, like, nostalgia, or, like, past energy. So is it the same person that you're, like, you leave them and then you come back? Is this like a back and forth type of deal? Tell me the deal. This is a long story. That's what the deal is. There was a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of feeling defensive, and like you needed to arm yourself, protect yourself emotionally from, whatever. And then with the Nine of Wands in reverse, it's like this cycle of, like, letting your guard down and letting the past back in, and, all this stuff, right? But with the Knight of Cups in reverse here, I see that you have, like, a legitimate, like, change of heart after, like, cycling through this, like, on and off, back and forth energy. With the Six of Pentacles in reverse, you felt like this was an unbalanced connection, right? Like, it was uneven. Like, there was more take than give, or more give than take, and it was like, it was whack, right? With the Chariot, you could have moved away from this, right? Or you could be moving away from this, but yeah, it's definitely, yeah, with the King of Wands, it was like you reached a place in your life where you're like, no, dog, I gotta face my personal truth. I have to honor myself at this time, right? At the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it was like you had to risk, like, maybe not getting something back, right, that was lost. Yeah, with the Queen of Swords in reverse, this could be an energy that tries to keep you, like, that tries to keep the energetic cords open, right? Somebody who tries to, like, string you along, right? It's like they bait you, they hook you, they fuck you up emotionally, and then they chew you up and spit you out, and then do the same thing over and over. And I feel like you're reaching a place where you're seeing, like, some truth in this situation, and you're like, I got to fucking get out of this, right? And I see you flying away from it. There's all this air energy, right? Hot air balloons. I literally floating away from this, right? Like, you're like, no. It reminds me of that song, Goodbye Horses, actually. Goodbye, horses. I'm flying over you. Speaking of horses, we've got Knight of Swords. And this is the energy of like taking action. What are you taking action for? It's like the energy of rushing in or rushing out of a situation. Ten of Pentacles in reverse is rushing out. But then we have the Page of Wands. There's somebody coming in to communicate. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. What the hell? You could be dealing with like, this could be two different like feminine energies that like, because you're showing up in a masculine energy, very thoughtful. Whether you're male, female, whatever, but you're showing up very in that King of Wands energy. That's a very masculine energy. You could be fucking Kim Kardashian and that would still be your card, right? It's like, if that's the energy that you're sitting in. Doesn't matter how feminine or masculine you are, that's it's based off of like the left and right side of your brain, right? The feminine is the creative side, the spiritual side, the one that's like into their intuition and what they're feeling and all that stuff. The masculine is very methodical, very strategic, very organized, very like punctual, very somebody who dedicates themselves. They're the action taker, right? The Knight of Swords. And that's what you're showing me, is that you're this energy of this action taker. You're being methodical, you're planning something out, it may not be according to like human time, but divine time, right? That's what I'm hearing. It's like things turn out in the right time. With the Page of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, I see that there's like somebody starts communicating with you or you start communicating with them, right? Pages are messengers. Wands is honest communication, right? So somebody comes in with this honest communication, or somebody comes in like kind of in an honest energy, or like with integrity. With the Queen of Pentacles, this is somebody who's like very grounded, very, it's earth energy too, so, and you're an earth sign, so take it as it resonates. But this is the energy too of like somebody who you see as valuable, right? The Queen of Pentacles is a queen pin. Very valuable individual, very like very lucky in business, right? Or somebody who's well established on their own already, right? They don't, like, if you see, she's the one lifting her shit up, right? Ain't nobody else over there lifting her shit up. She is the one. And, it's kind of this energy of very, like, independent, like, this is a strong, independent woman, or man, or they, or them, or whatever the fuck. This is a very strong, independent person. And, or alien, whatever the fuck. It's, just, it's this very, like, this is somebody that can carry their own shit, right? Like, in both of these pictures, she's holding her own shit. Ain't nobody else taking the weight off of her arms, right? Ain't nobody else relieving her of any, like, anything that she's holding up, right? She solely holds herself up. She solely holds her responsibilities up. Very single energy. Okay. So What should you know moving forward? Not half the deck. It does that. Tries to throw like 20 cards. Alright. We have the Justice card that came out. Libra energy, which is interesting because we have the Knight of Swords. Swords is air energy. The first card out was the air element. Could have a Libra cross watcher. Or you could have Libra in your chart. This is also like talking about like the restoration of balance, right? Justice coming in, wrongs being righted and everything. It's interesting. The Judgment card is here too. There could be divorce and or other like commitments involved here. Four of Swords is finally being able to rest easy after like a lot of shit. And more Swords energy is coming out, more air energy. But yeah, this is somebody who is like able to rest easy, right? I mean, they're still resting with swords all around them, right? Still kind of in this defensive energy of like, I'm still guarded, but like I'm resting, I'm good. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, it's like you're able to feel like this rest or in recuperation, or you're able to give yourself this self-love and self-care at this time, because you've released something really kind of fucked up, right? The Seven of Swords is the card of lying, cheating, and stealing, right? And with that being in reverse, it's like you're able to sleep easy now that you're rid of that, right? Now that that Seven of Swords is in reverse, now that that's in the past, now that you've flown away from it, right? Because I do see this energy of somebody who was like, not super loyal in their energy, right? Not super honest either. Kind of fucked up energy that you faced, but with the Justice card showing up, I do see that, you know, things are going to, or they are currently balancing out. Things are coming full circle here. I love this. I love this energy for you. So let's pull some Kali cards. Matangi. She is a tantric queen of outcasts, unveiling the hidden inner power to thrive outside of conventional society. If you have been denied love and respect, she brings healing and empowerment. If you have suffered rejection, abandonment, or been labeled as unworthy in any way, she brings dignity and repair. She clears the way for a creative, joyful, and vibrant life path. Guya Kali. It is time to realize the true nature of certain life circumstances. Be grateful for what you've learned, but see things for what they are rather than what you wish them to be. You shall be able to recognize, process, and prosper from the truth, and do not need to fear the revelations that are unfolding. Kamala Devi. Held within Kali's protection, your heart radiates peace, certainty, and beauty. Her grace melts frustration into inspiration, fatigue into replenishment, overactivity into effortless attraction. Kamala is the golden pathway of divine protection and peaceful contentment. She empowers your heart to receive with the same generosity, openness, and grace that you express when you give. You are swiftly approaching sacred fruition. So mote it be, right? So mote it be. So that's pretty much what I have for you. I hope that this was helpful. Namaste. I love you guys, and I'll catch you later.